Narcissism isn't always easy to notice, but covert narcissists can be especially tricky to spot. While it's simple to spot the showy overt narcissists, how about those sneaky ones? Identifying covert personality traits means looking past what's obvious and not relying on our usual assumptions and expectations. This makes it harder to uncover covert narcissism, and it might take a long time to realize it in someone you thought you knew well. But once you learn the signs, you won't likely miss them again. In this video, we'll talk about 10 signs of covert narcissism that often go unnoticed. But before we start, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any updates from us. Sign 1. Acting humble while hiding big ego. Covert narcissists have a mix of qualities that can be misleading. Unlike the flashy overt narcissists who show off their achievements and seek constant praise, covert ones use a subtler strategy. They come across as humble and modest, seeming to lack the arrogance of narcissism. But beneath that humble facade, they have a secret belief that they're better than others. They downplay their successes, often crediting luck or underplaying their skills. Yet, behind closed doors, they think they're superior. This hidden self-importance drives their need for approval and praise, but they do it more discreetly. This contradiction between their outer humility and inner self-importance can be confusing and make it tough for others to spot their narcissistic traits unless they closely examine their actions and motivations. Sign 2. Passive aggressiveness. Covert narcissists don't express their anger openly. Instead, they use passive-aggressive tactics like making snide comments, using sarcasm, or giving compliments that have a hidden insult. This way, they can maintain innocence while still criticizing or undermining others subtly. These tactics aim to keep them in control and make others feel uncomfortable or guilty. These behaviors can be hard to detect because they often seem harmless on the surface. But over time, they can harm trust and create a toxic atmosphere in relationships. Recognizing this sign is crucial for protecting your emotional well-being and setting boundaries when dealing with covert narcissists. Sign 3. Playing the victim. Covert narcissists often act like perpetual victims. They position themselves as innocent and vulnerable in various situations, making others feel sorry for them and seek validation. This victim act helps them manipulate those around them, creating dependency in their relationships. They're skilled at making you believe that life is constantly unfair to them, even though they often cause their own problems. This tactic allows them to control and exploit those who genuinely care for them while masking their narcissistic traits. Sign 4. Envy and competition. Covert narcissists harbor deep jealousy towards others and struggle to genuinely celebrate their successes. They see life as a competition they must win. When someone they know accomplishes something, they might feel jealous. To cope with their envy, they may use covert tactics to undermine or diminish others' achievements. This can involve subtle sabotage, spreading rumors, or downplaying others' successes. Their competitiveness isn't about self-improvement but maintaining their fragile self-esteem. Recognizing this envy and competition is crucial because it can lead to toxic dynamics in relationships, leaving others feeling unsupported and undervalued. Sign 5. Superficial charm. Covert narcissists excel at superficial charm and charisma, which makes it hard to identify their narcissistic tendencies. They put on a charming front, appearing friendly, pleasant, and even empathetic. This charm is their tool for manipulation, gaining trust, and admiration. They might go to great lengths to create a positive impression, using flattery and compliments generously. However, beneath this charm lies a different reality. They're mainly driven by self-interest and a desire for admiration. They use their charm to draw people in, often exploiting their goodwill and emotional investment. It's important to be cautious and look beyond the surface when dealing with individuals who display excessive charm, as it may be a tactic to conceal their underlying narcissistic traits and ulterior motives. Sign 6. Struggling with close relationships. Covert narcissists face challenges in maintaining meaningful, long-term relationships because they are self-centered. They focus on their needs, often neglecting others' emotional needs. They can be emotionally distant, rarely showing genuine empathy or connection with their partners or friends. Their history often includes failed relationships and friendships as their loved ones realize the one-sided nature of these connections. Covert narcissists may struggle to sustain intimacy and emotional bonds necessary for healthy relationships. They may become distant when their partner needs emotional support, making their loved ones feel unimportant or dismissed. Their inability to prioritize others' well-being can make it challenging for them to maintain close connections. Sign 7. Extremely sensitive to criticism. Covert narcissists are highly sensitive to criticism, even constructive feedback. They react defensively, struggling to accept their faults or mistakes. They might shift blame onto others or play the victim to avoid responsibility. This hypersensitivity to criticism can hinder communication, as they tend to shut down or become emotionally manipulative when their self-image is threatened. Understanding this trait is essential when dealing with covert narcissists, as it can help navigate conversations and relationships more effectively while recognizing their hidden narcissistic tendencies. Sign 8. Manipulative behavior. Covert narcissists are skilled manipulators, using subtle tactics to control those around them. They employ guilt tripping, making others feel responsible for their emotions or actions. They also use the silent treatment to punish those who upset them, creating anxiety and uncertainty. Additionally, they play the victim through pity plays, eliciting sympathy and support. These manipulations are often covert and cunning, making it hard for people to recognize the emotional manipulation they're experiencing. It's essential to stay vigilant and trust your instincts when dealing with individuals who exhibit these manipulative behaviors. Sign 9. Lack of empathy. Covert narcissists lack genuine empathy. They find it challenging to connect with or care about others' emotions and needs due to their self-centeredness. While they may mimic empathy to maintain appearances, it's usually shallow and calculated to serve their interests. They often fail to provide the emotional support, validation, or comfort expected in healthy relationships, leading to feelings of isolation and emotional neglect for those close to them. Recognizing this lack of empathy is crucial as an indicator of covert narcissism. Sign 10. Emotional manipulation. Covert narcissists excel at emotional manipulation. They exploit your emotions to serve their self-interests. This manipulation takes various forms, such as making you feel guilty for things that aren't your fault or implying you're responsible for their happiness. They're skilled at identifying your vulnerabilities and insecurities, then exploiting them to maintain control. They might use tactics like silent treatments, emotional outbursts, or passive-aggressive behavior to keep you off balance and emotionally invested. This emotional manipulation can lead you to question your feelings and judgment, fostering dependency on the covert narcissist. Recognizing these manipulative tactics is essential for protecting your emotional well-being and maintaining healthy boundaries. In summary, covert narcissism can be challenging to spot, but it's crucial to be aware of these frequently missed signs. If you suspect someone in your life may be a covert narcissist, it's vital to protect your emotional well-being and set healthy boundaries. Understanding these signs can help you navigate relationships more effectively. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with anyone who might benefit.